that mic to the newsroom? You're all set? Communications hot. Mic is hot. Okay, Joe, take it.
This is Joe Downey in the WKBW newsroom. Right now, there are reported explosions and fires on Grand Island. Communications at this time are reported down. Telephone communications are down, and other types of communications are very poor at this time on Grand Island. WKBW News is mobilizing its entire news department at this time. There is an unconfirmed report that a meteor exploded on Grand Island. Newsmen from KB are on the way right now to the disaster scene on Grand Island. WKBW newsman Henry Brock is now attempting to contact the Erie County Sheriff. Henry, have you called the sheriff
yet, Joe? Go on for
just to repeat just again, the explosions and fires together have caused a lack of communications on Grand Island. There's an unconfirmed report.
Got it now. Let's go to the
all right, now we'll go to the Sheriff's Department. Henry and the Sheriff.
Erie County Sheriff's Department, Deputy McIntyre here.
Hello, this is WKBW News. Anything on that goings-on Grand Island tonight?
There's fires and there's damage. There's several lives have been lost, but we have no body count at this point. There's, I can't give you an actual report at this point. There's fire people here, and there's military people. They're all over the place here. I can't really hardly give you any actual report.
Can you give us an estimate on the number of deaths or injuries?
No, there's no count at this point. We don't know, but there are several lives lost.
Are you in communication with all parts of the island yet, and with your units in the field?
Most of our communication lines are down here.
How about electrical and gas failures? Any reports on that?
There's been about 3 electrical failures that we know.
Any looting or things like that?
I can't tell you that at this moment. I really don't know.
Okay, thank you.
Henry, I couldn't hear that. I don't think the monitors were up loud enough. What's the story at the Sheriff's Department, Henry?
Well, obviously, the Erie County Sheriff's Department is up to its neck in work, trying to get information from that general area.
Henry,
and right now,
Jim Fagan on the two-way.
Okay, Jeff, thank you. 393-2586, Jim Fagan.
Go ahead, Hank.
Jim, can you give us anything new on the Grand Island situation?
Well, Hank, at the moment, we're heading south on the Robert Moses Parkway. We're heading for Grand Island. I have a chance to talk with Dr. Robert Moore, professor of astronomy here at Niagara University. I came up here originally to talk to him about the hydrogen bomb intensity explosion on Mars. But now with the new incident arising on Grand Island, I've prevailed upon the professor to motor back to Grand Island with me to take a closer look at the situation. Dr. Moore, is there any relationship between the hydrogen bomb explosion on Mars and the situation on Grand Island?
Well, Mr. Fagan, I would first of all like to say that I don't believe there would be a hydrogen bomb explosion on Mars because it's 40 million miles away from us, and I don't believe there's a living soul up there to explode any such bomb. That would probably be some gaseous explosion with many layers of air, you see, and heavy and very hot gases. But I'm very anxious to see this explosion on Grand Island. I'm just amazed at what's going on over there, and certainly I'm as anxious as you to see this, and I'll have a lot more to say after I have a chance to examine these things.
Dr. Moore, can you tell us if that was an extraterrestrial body that landed on the island?
I would think not, sir, at the moment. As I say, I have not as yet seen what has happened on the island. We're going to be getting there in a few minutes, but certainly it's possible. But I would doubt it. That would be just my candid opinion before I have seen it.
Would you say it was a meteor?
Yes, that's very possible. There are many meteors that have landed on various parts of the Earth in the past many years, and this could possibly be just one of them.
Do you think there were more than one?
Well, certainly with the explosions that I'm hearing about, it's very possible there could be several of them, yes.
Okay, Doctor, thank you very much.
Hank, as we're heading south on the expressway, what's the story now on Grand Island? Do you have any more information yourself?
Jim, this is not Hank, it's Don. I'm in Unit 2. I'm presently on the East River Road. Could you give me your present location, please?
I'm on the Moses Expressway, and I'm heading south just beyond the falls now.
I'm having a lot of trouble here with traffic. I can't seem to make any headway at all on Grand Island or on the East River Road. Do you have any taping equipment with you, Jim?
Yes, I've got the Sony tape recorder with me in the back here.
Okay, good. As soon as you get on the scene, try and get us a report back with Dr. Moore and also some police officers. I'm attempting to pick my way through this traffic. I should be there in not too long. It's really congested down here.
See a little bit more traffic now. It looks like I'm going to have almost the same problem you're having. I see a great deal of traffic At the north end of the Grand Island Bridge now, at the base between the falls and the island.
I've come up on a side road here off to my left. I think I'll try and pick my way over that way maybe and then come back around into the scene.
Okay.
This is Henry Brock in the WKBW newsroom. This just off the wire. United Press says it has unconfirmed reports that Governor Nelson Rockefeller is preparing to mobilize the National Guard in light of the developments on Grand Island.
Thank you very much.
New York Telephone Company has requested that only emergency calls be made by private individuals. The lines are beginning to be swamped with calls, and police and fire officials' switchboards have been overburdened with calls. Fire officials in the city of Buffalo are concerned at this time. The fires that have broken out on the island have bled off a great deal of equipment, and extra units in the city have been called in. Commissioner Felicetta of the Buffalo Police Department has requested that all off-duty policemen report to the precincts.
Henry, Herb Weinstein wants to know if we can hold for a second because he wants to coordinate the TV units.
Okay.
Don, have you gone to Delaware Park yet? Heading towards the thruway in case you want me to go to Grand Island.
Okay, fine. We may shift the entire operation out to Grand Island in a couple minutes if this thing checks out.
5-4 to 393, Irv.
Yeah, Alan, go ahead.
Listen, if they've got this Whitehaven area cordoned off, let's get out there with the sound equipment.
Okay, go.
5-5 to 393. There sure must be something doing here.
Okay, Alan and Sam are headed out there with the sound gear.
Right on the corner of Whitehaven and Grand Island Boulevard, or within a half a block of it. Out of the car.
393 out.
This is Henry Brock in the KB newsroom. It has just been confirmed that Governor Rockefeller has mobilized the National Guard, and contingents of the Guard from the western New York area are on their way to Grand Island. And now we have KB Total News Director Don Lancer standing by with a report from Grand Island.
Well, this is Don Lancer. We finally made it down to an area near the scene, and I'm speaking with lineman Dennis O'Malley. Could you tell me, Mr. O'Malley, what happened? Where were you when this thing occurred?
I'm working for Niagara Mohawk. I was checking out a line break earlier, and suddenly the sky lit up, and there was this tremendous explosion. Do you have any idea what it was, sir? No idea at all. Just a loud noise and a bright light. That's all I know, Matt. Do you know if anybody at all in the air was injured? Have you heard any talk of that? No, I don't know any of that stuff. Not pretty busy here. We got power out now on North Cherry, Broadway, Woodley, LC Redway. Man, the power's out all over this place. Do you think this might have been a gas main explosion or something like that? No, I've heard gas main explosions before. This was nothing like that. I never heard anything like this before.
Did you see anything fall? Anything hit the ground?
No, just a bright light and this loud noise. That's all I heard, man.
Okay, thank you very much. This is Don Lancer in unit number 2. We're going to try now and make our way over to the scene. We're about 500 yards away from it at this moment. Now, return you back to base.
Mike Hott, is this one? This is Jeff Kay. Henry Brock is on the other side of the room right now, trying to raise Jim Fagan, who is attempting to make his way to the scene of the death. I think we're picking up Jim Fagan now. Let's listen.
Jim, where are you at the moment?
I'm just off Whitehaven Road, Hank, not too far from the scene.
What do you see there? A lot of destruction? Any houses down?
Right. Several houses have been leveled to the ground, and I can see ambulances. There are about 3 or 4 ambulances on the scene that I can see. The attendants and the medics in these ambulances are now treating several of the people who have been injured here. I counted about 20 persons injured here at the scene.
What do you got? You got walking injuries or real bad ones?
Hank, these people are badly crippled as a result of the injuries they've received. Several people are unable to walk at all, and I see a number of people bleeding about the face.
How about fire? Any destruction from fire or fires burning at the moment?
I'm sorry I didn't catch your last message, Hank.
Are there any fires in the area at the moment?
Several blazing all about. We see about 5 or 6 fires in the one immediate area that I can look to my right. And don't lose her. Gone out.
Now, Jim, what about, there are parts of a crater up there. Have you seen it or can you see it from where you are on your way up there?
I was able to make my way to the scene with the professor, and then he and I were separated. I did manage to see some sort of a gigantic hole in the ground. I can't see any more than that. The police kept pushing us back. They've got some sort of a fence around the whole area, and they are just not allowing any of us to get too close. Go on, I've gone my way.
Okay, Jim, 393 out.
Jim Fagan on the island, and apparently our worst fears have been realized with respect to property damage and personal injury. We understand now, we have a confirmed call that the National Guard is on their way on the Niagara Freeway. Don Lancer is on the island. I believe he's trying to pick us up now. I think that was Don coming in. At any rate, the National Guard is on the way for the National...
Come on,
that is Don. Let me turn you over to Henry Brock.
Come in, Don. You're on live. You're on.
Yes, Henry, it's not a meteor, Henry. I'm standing on the edge of the crater right now, and I can look down into it, and there are clouds of white, hot steam rising from the base of what looks like some sort of a metallic cylindrical object. It's a very large object that's lying in the bottom of this crater. Thus far, there's been no one around that I've been able to talk to find out what it might be. It's hot, intense heat around this crater at the present moment, and I can't describe it very well. I can't describe it all that well. Perhaps you can hear the sound that's coming from the crater. It's a pulsating sound. It's a high-pitched sound. I don't know exactly what it is at all. I don't know. I haven't got any idea. The edge is move back. What? The edge is... would you move back, please? Okay, I'm going to have to move back now. I'm going to have to...
393 to 2586, Don Lancer. Don, are you all right?
Here we get
This is 393 to 2586. Don Lancer, come in, please.
Can you pick him up?
393 to 2586, Don Lancer. Are you all right? If you hear me, answer, please.
Henry, try Jim Fagan. If you can't get him.
This is 393 to 2587, Jim Fagan. 393 to 2587.
Can you get
Jim
him?
Fagan. No, I can't. This is 393 to 2587.
Keep trying to
Jim
raise-
Fagan,
we'll grab
come
a
in,
spot.
please, if you hear me.
Take a spot.